news starts right now with a breaking news alert.
Tornado is gone, but look what's left behind.
Storms that turn deadly. This drone video, simply devastating.
The massive tornado touched down late this afternoon in the town of Gaylord in northern Michigan.
Good evening. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I'm Brian Abel.
And I'm Glenda Lewis. Tonight, at least one person has died and 44 others are injured.
A curfew going into effect at 7 o'clock tonight. It will be lifted at 8 in the morning tomorrow. Photos and videos have also been pouring into our newsroom throughout the night. The streets littered with debris, roofs toppled to the ground, businesses and homes ripped to shreds, power lines knocked over.
And the moments on camera as that tornado moved through. You can see the funnel clouds forming in the sky. The torrential rain only added to the devastation. This video recorded inside a restaurant. Drivers were nearly blinded out there on the roads.
And the strip mall is destroyed along with nearby restaurants. Tonight, people in Gaylord asked to shelter in place.
The damage also turning neighborhoods into disaster zones. Cars covered in debris, trees scattered throughout yards, homes ripped apart, windows blown out. One woman tells us she didn't hear any warning sirens until after the damage was already done.
All of the trees were snapped in half. The power line is down onto the wire fence. We can't let the dog out right now. And the front yard, all the trees are gone. My mom's tire was popped. I guess, I don't know what hit it, but that tire popped. And then on the side of our house, we have damage, and then down the street from our house, a tree and a power line fell over. So that's blocked off as well.
We have team coverage of the aftermath tonight. Chief Meteorologist Dave Rexroth in the Weather Center.
But first, 7 Action News reporter Nana St. Yobonsu is live in Gaylord with the account from a mother who witnessed a roof get ripped off a store. Nana.
Yes, Glenda and Brian, we are here outside a community church that is opening up their doors for people who are impacted by this afternoon's tornado. Now, we are about 2 miles away from where a lot of the damage took place. Go ahead and look at some video from earlier. You can see this happened in a commercial area where there are a lot of stores, there's a lot of restaurants, and this happened in the middle of the afternoon. So obviously people were out getting their groceries, going shopping. We actually spoke with one mother who was inside Hobby Lobby. She said she heard the alerts go off. Everyone's phone started going off about the warning, but she says here they've never experienced a tornado, so she put her phone away. And then she says moments later she started to hear and feel noises, and that's when she actually thought to herself, this could be the end of her story. Take a listen.
All of a sudden, like, the roof started to shake, and it was simultaneously that I turn around and the left side of Hobby Lobby's roof just came off, and I just watched that tornado eat the entire back of Hobby Lobby.
What are you hearing? Are people like asking, are you okay? What's going on?
No, the light actually shut off, and when the light shut off, all the glass blew from everywhere. So, Hobby Lobby is just full of all of these things. So glass blew everywhere. Everything was falling off of the shelves, and just screams, like the most terrifying sheer terror was going through that entire store.
Did you think you would be able to make it out alive to stand here today and share this with me?
No, it was blowing my hair back. It was so close to me that I truly thought that was probably the end of my story.
But she was here. She stood with us today to share her story, and she says she's just grateful to be alive and be able to go back home to her 3 children. Now, we are standing in front of E-Free Church, and this is about 2-3 miles away from where most of the damage occurred. It's very dark, roads are blocked off, but I want to talk a little bit about what's going on here at E-Free Church, and I have Pastor Scott here with me. He's the lead pastor here. Pastor Scott, thank you for being with us.
Absolutely.
I understand your doors are open tonight for anyone who needs shelter, and it's one of the few places in this city that has light, power. Talk to us.
Exactly. Our facility is a big facility to begin with, and we did not get any damage. So we have power, we have Wi-Fi, we have food, we have cots, we have beverages, we have showers, we have washer and dryer machines, anything that might be needed that we want to make open to our community. In fact, if somebody can't get here, if they call the church, we'll send out our church vans and we'll pick them up and bring them here. We want everyone tonight to be safe.
Thank you so much, Pastor Scott. And we're going to have those details online for you as soon as we can get it and update this story. But Glenda, the doors are open here. Anyone who needs shelter, they're welcome to come here. And like Pastor Scott said, they will come and pick you up if you can't get here. Just one of many places in the community that are starting to open their doors up and help with the rebuilding, because we know it's going to take a lot to rebuild and clean up just after the damage that we just saw and that we're continuing to see.
An incredible show of support for the people of the community. He says he'll come get them. So.
Lemons, lemons, lemons. The world is so full of lemons. When you become an Expedia member, you can instantly start saving on your travels. So you can go and see all those lemons for less.
In a moment, but first, ABC's a powerful tornado striking Michigan, part of a severe weather system from Michigan to the northeast. We have the images just coming in. The confirmed tornado causing significant damage in Gaylord, Michigan, where buildings are flattened and debris litters the ground. People are being warned to take shelter. State police advising people to avoid the area. Ahead of this system is record heat spreading across the eastern part of the country into the weekend. Rob Marciano has the forecast in a moment, but first, ABC's Alex Perez leads us off.
Tonight, a massive tornado touching down in Michigan, debris swirling in the air. People seen running for cover with the twister bearing down.
We have a major tornado strike here.
Video just in showing the utter devastation left behind in Gaylord. Buildings ripped apart, state police warning people to avoid the area. Businesses along this street suffering heavy damage.
Looks like part of Hobby Lobby roof is gone.
Authorities issuing a tornado warning late this afternoon, urging residents to take shelter immediately. Late tonight, officials confirming at least one person was killed and dozens injured. And Lindsay, authorities in Michigan are just now beginning the process of assessing the damage there, and the threat of severe weather in some areas continues through the weekend. Lindsay?
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more...
All right, let's give it all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Shah, then honor to the apostle, brother Jim, shalom to the hope of the elect, as you see here, judgment of Yahweh, by Hashem Shah. Let's go to Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. No. 32. Verse 39. See now that even I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make it alive, I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any to deliver you out of my hand. Verse 44, I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever, right? Right, it's all of you. How about you? Shot. Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. It says, see now that I am He. There is no God with me. I kill, I make it alive. I wound, I heal. Neither is there any to deliver you out of my hand. All right, let's go to Isaiah. Just gonna get the top of scripture. Go right into it. 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storms and tempers and flame of the vile fire. Visit of the Lord, man. Isaiah 26, verse 6. No, Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquakes and great noise, with storms and tempers and the flame of the vile fire. Right, flame of the vile fire. All right, let's go to Amos 3 and 6. Should the trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Should there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Surely the Lord of power will do nothing, but He revealed His secret unto the servants, the prophet. Right? He revealed his secret to the servants, the prophet. Amos 3 and 6, should the trump be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Should they be evil in the city, evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it? Verse 7, surely the Lord of power will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto the servants, the prophet, right? He revealed his secret to the servants, the prophet. So you see it, judgment. I'm trying to see. Let's go right to the point. Let's go Luke. Don't make this too long. Luke 13, verse 2. And Yahweh shall answer and say unto them, suppose you that the Galilee was sinners above all Galilees, because they suffered sure things. I tell you, nay, but except you repent, you shall all likewise perish. Right? All likewise perish. Or those 18 upon, no, I'm read verse 5, yeah. I'll read right to it. Luke 13, verse 5. I tell you, nay, but except you repent, you shall all likewise perish. Right? You should all likewise perish. Alright, let's go to close it out. So chapter 5, verse 7. So you see, judgment. No, let's go to that one. There we go. 2 more. Let's go to Psalms. Verse 9, verse 16. Psalms 9, verse 16. The Lord, Yahweh by Shemashah, is known by the judgment he executes. The wicked is snared in the works of his own hand. Yeah. Yeah, I always say it wrong. Psalm chapter 9, verse 16. Psalm chapter 9, verse 16. The Lord, Yahweh by Shemashah, is known by the judgment which he executes. The wicked is snared in the works of his own hand, right? In his own hand. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executes. All right, let's go to Sirach chapter 5, verse 7. Sirach chapter 5, verse 7. Close out right here. It said, make no terror to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly should the wrath of the Lord come forth and in thy security, and thou should be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Right, to me too. Make no terror to the Lord. Sirach chapter 5, verse 7. It said, make no terror to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly should the wrath of the Lord come forth in thy security, and thou should be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. And verse 8, it set not heart upon good unjust gather, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. All right, let's go back. Let's go up to verse 3. It say not, who should control me from my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy proud. Say not, have I sinned, and what harm I have happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering. He will in no wise let thee go. Concerning the prosperity, be not without fear to add sin to sin, and say not his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation rests upon sinners. Man, that was man. Sirach chapter 5, verse 6 again. It says, say not his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins, for mercy and wrath come from him. And indignation rests upon sinners, right? And it should rest upon sinners. Verse 7, make no turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall his wrath of the Lord come forth. And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, right? Day of vengeance. I'm going to close it out right there. Repent. So I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh. By Hashem Shah, down honor to the apostle, brother GMS. Shalom to the hopeful net. Shalom.